Well, welcome back everyone. As you can tell, all the Jimmy Red is dry and is ready to be, well, dry enough to be picked at least. But temperature outside I think is 104, 105, somewhere in there. But really anything above 95 is just hot. So just kind of going row by row and picking every single ear that I come across and kind of catch back in with when I got a tailgate full of corn, we'll start shucking it. Well, I got the camera to finally cool down enough that it'll actually come on. Sorry I wasn't able to film any shucking, but this is what we got so far, the first 4 rows. Got quite a pile of corn here, and those are the ones right there I'm saving for seed. So, I tell you, this heat is not fun to be in, and like I said, I only got the first 4 rows there done, and I got about another 10 more rows to go. I believe I planted 14 rows, but hey, it's progress, so we'll cut back in whenever I get cooled off and have some time to actually get back out here again. Well, we're back out here in the field. I knocked out just all the rows but one. I'm on the last row here, and just to show you how hot and dry it's been, that here's this crack here between the rows that's opened up, and I don't know how far down you can see, but that's every bit of 2 foot down that I can see. I mean, I know the sun's going down and it's getting kind of dark, but it's extremely dry, and I think we got about another week and a half of 100-degree plus weather. That, I mean, this is the last row of Jimmy Red right here in the center of the screen, and everything over here is the yellow dent, which it's still a little bit green, as you can see right there, but it'll be ready here in the probably next weekend. You know, and that right there was planted 3 weeks after the Jimmy Red, but it just been so dadgum hot and dry that everything is curing a lot faster than I anticipated. And so, you know, but we're learning, and I don't think planting it any farther apart would have changed the outcome whatsoever. But we're in desperate need of rain. I can't even tell you just how dry. I mean, the dirt's dust, and after you scratch down about a 1/4 inch, it's just rock hard concrete. So I don't know what kind of damper that's gonna put into our fall tillage and planting wheat this fall. The way the computer models are saying, they're predicting sub 30 degrees in the middle of October. I think they're calling for in the 20s in middle of October, which is about 20 degrees colder than it was last year in October. So we were still comfortable weather, fair weather actually, up until late November. But last winter it was extremely mild. I mean, yeah, typical Oklahoma. Yeah, it got cold for about a week, but I don't know, with this super El Nino I've been kind of paying attention to and calling for just extreme winter. But that's still a few months down the road. We're still above 100 degrees right now. I think I just checked it. It's still right at 101, and it's pushing 8 o'clock. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this last row while I still got some daylight left, and catch you back when I'm at the tailgate of the truck as I'm shucking the corn. All right, and we're at the back of the truck, and this is all that's left. I've already been picking and sorting a little bit. There's seed ears. There's the ears that are gonna get shelled and ground for the batch of cornmeal. But as you can see, I'm running out of daylight, so I'm gonna go ahead and get these shucked and catch back in whenever I can. And just like that, all the corn was shucked and separated. We got our seed ears, which I'm saving these here for a little bit later, but these are all our seed ears. And this has got a pretty good tote. About half full. If I add the other 2 buckets that I've already picked, it'll fill this tote right here. So not bad for about a 1/4 acre of corn. Could have been any better, yes. But you can't be picky with what you get, you know. I probably could have put a little bit more effort into this year's corn, but hey, you know, I'm having fun. It's also that I'm not here to make a whole lot of money. Just preserving an old way of life and just get to enjoy it. Now, the heat, it could have been a little bit cooler. I'd have enjoyed it a little bit more, but you know, still at the end of the day, I'm having fun. So I guess I'm going to go ahead and end the video off here. So that is it for harvesting the Jimmy Red, which I might leave the stock standing for a few more days and maybe get a wild hair to get the combine out here and try to cut what's left. Maybe see if it'll scavenge maybe some that I missed. I doubt it. I'm not having a whole lot of high hopes with that, but apparently all I got to do is just change out a sprocket and it'll slow the cylinder down slow enough that it'll actually do corn. Got to open the concave up just a little bit. That way it'll allow the corn to pass through. But I don't know if I'm going to do that. And probably not, just because, I don't know, just something else to do. But at the end of the day, I'd like to thank every single one of you for watching. God bless each and every one of you, and we'll see you all in the next one.